What has killed 50 times more people than all of America's wars combined? Is it famine? Is it natural disasters? Is it cancer? No, it is abortion. The controversy over this issue has been raging ever since the Roe v. Wade court decision of 1973, which declared all abortions legal. Abortion supporters believe that a woman has the right to choose whether or not to abort her baby, while pro-life advocates believe that a baby should be allowed to live, regardless of circumstances. In this speech, we will examine why the pro-life position is correct. We will look at three things: the beginning of life, the right to life, and quality of life versus adoption. First, the beginning of life. The current technology shows us that a developing fetus is definitely alive. In fact, a baby in the womb is attracted to a soft light. However, a bright light causes the baby to turn away. A loud buzzer will make the baby jump, but a soft rattle causes the baby to look in the direction of the sound. A baby even comes to recognize its mother's voice. One baby, baby Sarah, survived an attempted abortion by turning away from the deadly needle aimed at her heart. Unfortunately, the needle hit her head, leaving her alive but blind. Once we ask this one question, at what point is a baby alive, abortion becomes indefensible. This was evident in the partial birth abortion debate between pro-life Senator Rick Santorum and pro-abortion Senator Barbara Boxer on the Senate floor in 1999. In a series of questions regarding the exact point at which life begins, Santorum led Boxer down a path that revealed the inconsistency of the abortionist position. It's either a baby or it's not a baby. Santorum asked, if a baby was fully delivered, except for the baby's foot, could that baby be killed? What if only the baby's toe was inside the mother? When Boxer was asked these questions, she attempted to avoid them by talking about women's rights, but eventually just refused to answer Santorum's question. Now that we've looked at the beginning of life, let's look at the right to life. First, the right of the mother. Many organizations that support abortion will still acknowledge that abortion is emotionally harmful to the mother. For example, a survey by the Los Angeles Times, a newspaper that generally supports abortion, found that over half the women who have induced abortions, quote, feel a sense of guilt. More than 1/4 say they, quote, mostly regret the abortion. Researchers in Great Britain, a country whose government generally supports abortion, found that women who had induced abortions were 225% more likely to commit suicide than those admitted for normal delivery. From this, we can see that delivering the baby is better for the mother than aborting it. Now that we've examined the right of the mother, let's look more closely at the right of the defenseless baby. The word choice is used to describe the pro-abortion position, but too rarely is the question asked, does the baby have a choice? Our founding documents clearly state that, quote, all men are created equal and are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights. And the first right mentioned is the right to life. If, as shown earlier, a baby is indeed a living human being, then these rights apply to him as well. What choice, then, is the mother making if she decides on an abortion? She is making the choice to kill a sacred, innocent, and defenseless life. On the other hand, many people believe that the quality of life is a determining factor in whether a child should live or die. However, if this were the case, Beethoven could have been aborted. He had a family history of syphilis, deafness, and insanity. Even Jesus himself could have been aborted. Family planning pundits would have definitely considered Mary to have a crisis pregnancy. As a matter of fact, there are no children who are unwanted. Baby Sarah, who I mentioned earlier, was born in the parking lot at Wesley Medical Center, where the hospital staff left her to die. A day later, she was still alive. A hospital employee took pity on her, and she was adopted by the Brown family. Actually, in the United States, there are many families like the Browns who wish to adopt, but they cannot because there are so few children available. Mother Teresa is a great example of someone who devoted her whole life to caring for children, who were thought to be unwanted because of poverty or bad family situations. She said, "If you don't want the little child, that unborn child, give him to me." If you're wondering what finally happened to baby Sarah, sadly she lived only a few short years due to complications caused by the abortion attempt. But her story lives on as a reminder to us of the horrors of abortion. In light of such things, we must ask ourselves what to do to prevent abortion. The 5 things to do should spell out a hidden message. First of all, always remember the plight of the unborn children. Second, don't give up hope. The more the people that take action, the more the plight of the unborn children can be reduced. What action, you ask? This leads us to the 3rd thing to do, offer. Offer your time, energy, and financial resources to support the pro-life cause. 4th, pray. Pray that God will bring an end to this hideous Holocaust of abortion. And lastly, take heed. Take heed to what God is calling you to do. May His Spirit reveal to each one of us what our role should be. Also, these 5 things should spell out one more thing: adopt. This is a great way to show that there are no children who are unwanted, not even one.